Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas with Joanne Carpenter from Refuge of Hope. And you're talking about there's going to be opportunities to sort clothes coming up. How about, do you need people to donate some of those clothes first? How are you for scarves and mittens and socks and things?
Well, right now we are accepting warm clothing for men, women, and children. Because we're a men's shelter, we typically ask for men's clothing. But right now, we need to help out moms and their kiddos with some warm clothing. So we do need coats for kids. I don't have any coats for moms right now. We do have coats for men. We're good on that. I still need some gloves. Still could use some hats. Socks is always a need. I don't know where socks go.
Oh, exactly.
You know, at home, I don't know where socks go, let alone when you're serving hundreds and distributing socks. And you just can't hand out one pair of socks, because if they're walking out and it's rainy that day and their tennis shoes have a little hole in them or whatever, well, there goes that pair of socks that quickly. So we have to have a good supply all the time. So those are the things that we need. But keep in mind, it's seasonal right now, so we're taking warm clothes. We don't need shorts. You know, we don't need tank tops. We just need that warm clothing to be able to distribute. And Susie, you were talking about volunteers. Can I share with you some stories about how the men volunteer?
Please.
Our residents have been incredible in helping me with the distribution of the clothing. We had a giveaway on Saturday at lunch, and our residents love to give things away. We were talking about that earlier.
That need
to be able to give. It's not theirs to give, but it was donated to the mission, and there are people that have needs, and they love to help people shop for the things that they need. And it's like, you know what, Miss Joanne, John had to work today, and I know he needs this. Can I take that for him and save it for him when he comes back from work today? And it's like, yes, of course. They help.
How thoughtful.
Set up. They help clean up. They help our dinner guests shop. They shop for each other. And it's just so encouraging to see the men give back in that very, very special way.
What's the length of stay normally when a person comes to the Refuge of Hope?
The men who come in and stay with us can stay up to 120 days. The average length of stay is closer to about 49 days, I believe it is.
That short?
Yes. We've moved over 110 men from our shelter this year into their own housing.
Wow. Wow. So that means they must have some kind of employment then as well. What kinds of things do you do to get them prepared to be out on their own?
We provide a syllabus to every resident that comes into our shelter. So they know week 1 what they're supposed to do, week 2 what they're supposed to do. And then the shelter supervisors case manage that with them. They help them find the resources. They point them in the right direction. They connect them to other agencies in the city, whatever that is. We don't just hand them the syllabus and say, here you go. We work with the men in order to see that accomplished. So think about this. We've moved 110 men out. That means 110 beds we provided to them, chairs or a recliner or a sofa, a dining room table, linens, dishes, cups, silverware.
All the things you need
to start
to set up housekeeping.
Yeah.
Where do these come from?
Our generous donors.
Wow. Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
And everyone is able to move out then with the essentials that they need to start a home.
Yeah, they don't move into just 4 walls.
No, right.
So what's given to us, we give away and help the men start their lives over again. If you start your life in your brand new apartment and you have furnishings in there, how much more likely are you to want to stay in that apartment and do everything in your power to continue working, continue staying sober, do whatever you have to do to keep what has been given to you? And then some of the men who are working and have just moved out still come back and volunteer.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow, of course.
Yes.
They want to say thank you.
They want to say thank you. They want to continue to give back. They want to stay involved and engaged with the mission.
Plus,
it's
you've
incredible.
created such a nice community there that they probably don't want to lose touch entirely with everyone. Do you guess maybe that's part of it?
No, of course they don't. And we love when they come back and tell us their stories, even if they aren't volunteering. But we love when they stay in touch and come back and tell us how well they're doing. Unfortunately, sometimes they stay in touch and have to say, I didn't do so well. Can I come back? And the answer is yes, you may come back. Let's try this again. Let's see what went wrong this time. Let's try to fix that. And let's try to get you going again.
Love second chances.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I've had to try some things more than once to get it right.
Oh, yes, I'm in that club as well. When you're talking about warm clothing and furniture, dishes, pots and pans, silverware, lamps, I'm thinking of, when we take off for college and you have your whole first apartment all set and you forgot to get a lamp and it's dark and now what do? So these basics to get going again, must they be new? Must they be gently used? What are you looking for?
Well, new is nice. Gently used is preferred.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
Yeah, gently used. We have a standard at Refuge of Hope with everything that we do. I will not distribute something to someone that is stained, ripped, torn, and not up to a standard. We won't accept a sofa if it has stains on it, if it's torn, if it's dirty. We just won't do that. We want the people to be respected. We want to treat them with dignity. And so whatever we distribute has to be of that quality and standard. So gently used is fine.
Great. I misunderstood that. When I heard you say new is nice, gently used is preferred, I thought, now why would gently used be preferred over new? That's not the case, is it? No, new would be great, right?
New would be great, but we understand the reality of that. We understand that after a couple years, you just want to change in your living room, or you want a new set of dishes, or you want something different. And that's our norm. We can do that. And then we can take those items that are gently used and then to give them. When our kids grow out of those coats,
right?
They wore them one season because they grow so quickly anymore, or those shoes, and they still have a lot of life left to them. That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
Again, new is great, but the gently used is what I'm really trying to stress. That and be considerate. Be considerate. If you still wouldn't wear it, if it needs to go into the trash, then it needs to go into the trash first.
But children's clothing rarely wears out before they grow out of it.
Right, they grow so quickly.
That's right. So you probably have a couple of coats, snowsuits, snow pants, things like that they're just too tight, too small. And here's some children that could get some great use from it.
I know. I saw a little girl come in the other day, and she found a coat just for her. And I didn't have a lot of little girls' coats, but I had one just for her. It was perfect.
Oh, that's
and the
awesome.
smile on her face, and she got a hat and a pair of gloves to go along with that. Oh, my gosh. And I had another lady on Saturday that it was at the end of the giveaway, and there was a coat left. It was her size, and she got the coat.
Is that not a God thing?
It is. It is. It just makes your day to see those things happening. Those donations were provided for the people who received them.
Now, I'm guessing that this new facility must also give you some tremendous storage area, because where else do you keep all the furnishings and things to help people move out? 110 people have moved out. Where did you keep 110 couches?
Funny you should mention storage, because in our current facility, Susie, and when you come down to tour the facility, you'll see that we have used every inch of the square block that we can use and built on. And the thing that we could not build, we've had in the plans, and it's going to be happening soon, is the second building for storage.
Oh, great.
So right now, We have some trailers next to us that are storing some of the clothing. Some of the clothing is still stored at the second floor of our old building, which we just recently sold. Some of the furniture is being sold at a very generous businessman's warehouse,
Nice.
a couple blocks away. So right now we have things a little bit here, a little bit there. There's one office space that we're not currently occupying in right down the hall for me. And so I kind of took it over with the hats and the gloves and the socks and the things that I want to stash. So if someone comes in and has a need, it's like, wait. It's right here. I can go get it for you.
Good.
And that we can give those things away. So storage is an issue, and we are addressing that. Hopefully, we'll get some property that we put an offer in on, and you'll be hearing some news about completing that second building.
Wonderful.
That'll finish out our capital campaign.
So much going on at Refuge of Hope, and particularly this time of year. So I think, Joanne, tell us the best way to contact you, best way to sign up for whatever we feel led to be doing. How do we do that?
Well, let's talk about our main number. So that is 330-453-1785. That's the main building, and you'll talk to our receptionist, and they will be able to direct your call, whatever you have. You can also visit our website at refugeofhope.org. We have an urgent needs list there.
Great.
You can follow us on Facebook. We're always posting things on Facebook about our giveaways and some urgent needs that come up, some great donations that have recently come in, so you'll stay current and up to date on all of that.
And all that contact information, again, give them a call at 330-453-1785. Go to refugeofhope.org or find them on Facebook. Joanne Carpenter, thank you so much for all you do in our community.
Oh, thank you, Susie.